Won't you take me home? Give me wings to fly. We can run away. Castle in the sky. Won't you take me home and give me wings to fly?
G'day guys, Ash here with an update. It is Sunday, sometime in June 2022, and I have made some progress with the installation. I'm about to take you inside there and show you, and there's also a bit of an issue. The last time I did the installation, it was a combination between the EVA foam and closed cell foam bats, and I'd Sikaflexed all those to the core flute in the first iteration, and most of the EVA foam that I'd put in to attach to the core flute was done in big sheets, and I just instead of cutting it between the poles, the bars, I just laid it over it. And in the places where I found it was difficult to cut the EVA foam, I just used closed cell foam bats. So this time I have a bit of a problem because the corners, the sharp tapering in corners of the EVA foam are curling. So what I'm going to have to do is use some hot glue or some Sikaflex and adhere those down better. So I'll take you in there in a minute and show you that. Today I'm at bloody 2:30 in the afternoon here today. I couldn't finish the installation because the areas where I need to get to needed me to take basically everything out except for the battery box, because I need to get in where the Waco is, and also the battery wasn't fully charged, so I needed to wait for all that to happen before I could rip everything out. Because the sun shined today and I just wanted to take advantage of that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in there, going to show you that, going to rip everything out and get cracking with that and see how much we can get done today. All right, let's go have a look. Alrighty, I'm not sure how well you can see this, guys. What I'll do is these are my little things, a core flute that I just cut out. They just sit in there, well, they're supposed to sit in there like that and give you some privacy at night. The only issue with them is that when you move around in bed, like you're on your back and you move to your side, your blanket or your sleeping bag can hit that and rip it out and it falls down. But you know, it's just nothing major. Okay, so here we go. See how they're coming out there? Not great, is it? Not great at all. So I think that's going to happen a fair bit, so I'm going to have to, I can see it up there a little bit behind this porthole here as well. It's starting to come away a bit. So yeah, I'm going to need to fix a bit of that. Now I need to rip the Waco out. I've done all here. I'll just come back a bit so you can see it a bit better. I haven't attached the power box enclosures yet. I still need to get in here and do this, but I wanted to get all this out before I did that to give me some room, because I've got to also go and put stuff down the sides, and I've got to get all the wiring from the electrical box out in the correct order to go up into the 4-ganged toggle switchboard that I've got, and then I need to test everything. But because it's so late in the afternoon, I'm not sure I'm going to get all that done. So I think what I really need to do is get the electricals in that electrical box done first and get all the wires out, and I can just do the installation at another day. So we'll do that. All right. G'day guys, here's a pretty little thing. This here is the remote control for the drone. I haven't put anything on there other than the phone. The gizmo that I brought, which is this drone remote control drone holder which I got from Amazon, which was about $20, is this here. What these things are designed for, though, are horizontal bars and not vertical. So what I've done is, fortunately, the DJI Action 2 camera gear that I brought it in a combo, and then I brought some extra attachment points as well. I was able to use this little one in here with this remote control bracket holder that I got to make it so it could go on this vertical bar here, which is basically comes out of the seat and goes to the roof of Rigzy, which the solar panel and everything's connected to. That's one of my indicators there. And yeah, I was thinking of putting it down here, but I've got my drink bottle there and it's just going to get in the way, so I've put it up here. It's a great little unit, so far so good. I did have to retrofit a little bit of extra rubber inside this clamp system here, because it just, even when it was fully closed, it was still sliding up and down. Now, somewhere along my journey in upgrading gear and everything else, I have still got a bunch of these little round grommety things specifically designed to go around these types of things, and then you can clamp them shut. Here's another one here that I've kind of used for the side mirror, but as you can see, they get a bit ganky. Anyway, hopefully that'll work. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I haven't tested it yet. I've only just put it in, but as you can see, it seems to be like it's going to work okay. Face ID, take me shades off. No, alright, I'm not going to show me code. Anyway, you get the idea. So when traveling, I will have that, when I'm droning, I'll have that there, and I'll spin that just enough so I can see it, so I don't hit it with my knee. See that? That's just going to hit it, but I can still play around with it a little bit, so I can, like that sort of thing. And I just see it there on the side. And, I can, sometimes with active track and things, which I have found, which you would have seen possibly in a earlier upload, is that I'm having trouble with the active track. It's having trouble recognizing me on the rig. And I did some more research and watched another tutorial. And the trick to that, which I haven't tried yet because I've been busy doing other things, is to zoom in with your program, the DJI Mimo thing, which is in the phone. You zoom in, then you draw the box around yourself, and then you take the drone back to where you want it to be, or you zoom out, whatever, and then go from there. So look, I'm really happy with that. It's not in the way. Obviously when I get in and out, I just push it over to there. It won't be, this whole clamp system won't be on there at all times. I might just leave that thing on there because it's not in the way of anything, and maybe one little thing there, but all this other stuff I will take out because I don't travel with the drone a lot. I don't do a lot of filming with the drone at the moment, but when I do, it only takes 2 minutes to set it all up, so I'm pretty happy with that. Okay guys, here I am now on the Magnum, and as stated in an earlier upload, I did buy 2 of these clamps for the drone remote control. The other part, that the clamp I've just left over on the table there for now. I have a dilemma. Call it a dilemma? Yeah, it's a dilemma because I don't actually have any gear at the moment to attach this to the Magnum. I have two places in mind. The first one is here on the handlebar itself. This gear stick here is no longer used or needed, simply because I have the Bafang on there now, and there's no derailleur system for the Bafang at the front, and the gears for the Bafang are done with this twisty grip here, as you can see. This is the display for the Bafang, and I retrofitted a chain roller guide I just bent it up and put that in there and was able to screw that right into the existing female threaded thing in there, in the handle, which was good. I didn't have to pay for anything extra. It's a wonderful thing. I never chuck anything out to do with bikes unless I'm absolutely 100% sure that I'm never going to need it, and I just like the look of that, and it's come in handy. So that's what that is. Now, so in terms of this gear lever no longer needs to be there, so I can take that out, and I know that you can get similar things like the housing, the L bracket housing for like this mirror here. I think Trisled have them, so I could get one for the left here, and then have this sticking in there like that, and have the controller up there like that when I'm doing drone work on the trike, so to speak. I need some ideas. The things that you can buy aftermarket stuff, like say from Trisled, where you get the right angle thing coming out. Look, I think they're about 40 or 50 bucks. But I just think there's got to be a way I can do it. I might have some stuff here that I can do it. And then, take all that out. Maybe leave this part in here because it's got like a screw thing there. And maybe somehow screw some horizontal thing through there. And have that on there. But I'm just thinking, maybe do I have enough room here? Like around that grip thing there? If I have that up at the top, is that going to... Yeah, it's going to get in the way, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it might not, because that's all I have to do is hold it. And it doesn't have to be on there all the time. All right, let's have a look at that. All right, let's have a look. Let's undo this a little bit. Go like that. Go like that. Go like that. It just would be a lot cleaner. I'm going to have to, obviously, get rid of some of that grip, but you know what, I don't want to have to get rid of it just to test it to see if it's going to work, because if I cut that off, then I no longer have that grip there, do I? And it's going to look ganky. So yeah, no, that's too much girth there for that to work. I'm going to have to cut that off and make that work somehow, aren't I? Do I really want to do that? I do not know. Maybe, just maybe, there's some way I can do it so I can get something in there. Alright, let me have a look. If you guys have got any ideas, let me know in the comments. Alright. Forgot to mention the second position that I was thinking of, which I'm not sure if it's going to be great. Like right there. And obviously I would have... See, you can get this stuff from Trisled as well. The little thing comes out here and you can put a light on there. And I was thinking maybe if I had this, like something like that, and the bracket there and then the thing there. But the issue is to be able to get to that, I need to lean right forward. But you know what? It's not that big a deal. Because when you're going... Like when you've set the drone up for active track or whatever, you don't need to play with it really. And if I did, I would just slow down and stop and redo the box around me if it loses the active track thing there. Yeah, that could be a good one. And then that's right out of the way, isn't it? Because if it's like right there, and then... What about the pedaling though? That might be an issue. It depends how far out it comes out, doesn't it really? I mean, if I got it like right there, shouldn't be an issue. All right, let's try that. If you got any ideas there, guys, let me know. There is a little hole in the side of that thing. I don't know if you can see it. There it is there. So things can be threaded in there. So let's give that a whirl. All right. Okay guys, I've decided I am going to try this system here rather than the handle grip one. The reason being is I'm sure this would work well, but when I turn, the whole thing is going to turn and it may hit me and get in the way, especially when I turn that way or something. I think having it down here is going to be a better fit, because even when I'm turning, this will always be straight, and I'm not going to be, getting ganky over here trying to see what the screen's doing, etc. So with that in mind, I have found an old seat pole from, I think, one of my old bikes, the Merida, which I hacked apart to try and build my very first trike, which turned out to be a debacle. But anyway, so I found this bolt. This is obviously going to be too long, but what I want to do is make sure everything fits. So let's do that up. This is going to save me money, guys, and if I can avoid buying things and just do stuff myself, I prefer to do it that way. As stated in previous uploads, I don't really care too much about how it looks, as long as it doesn't look too silly, obviously. So anyway, I've already put the drone bracket on here, and we just need to make sure, as you can see there, it's too long. There's no way I'll be able to pedal. So obviously I'll have to hack it off, but I need to find where I need to do that in relation to this still fitting on there. So we've still got this pole, this tube here is going to affect how close I can get to there, and which dictates how much I can cut off, keeping in mind I still need to pedal, and I haven't put the remote control on there yet either to make sure everything fits and I can still pedal. The only way I'm going to be able to see and check all that is to hacksaw this bit off, put it all together, whack the remote control on there, and then go for a pedal and make sure that it's okay. So let's do that now. I also need to put in another rubber piece of stuff in there like I did on Rigzy, because this clamping system here is just doesn't end up gripping it enough, so I've just got to put in a little bit extra. But right now all I want to make sure is that I can put this in, close it, and have that like there. So that doesn't matter about this, but as you can see here, so I'm thinking I'm going to put a texture mark right about here, and that is where I'm going to cut it with the hacksaw. So let's go do that now, and I'll be back in a second. Right. Alright guys, here I am, about to hacksaw through this. I won't show you the whole thing because it'd just be dead boring. And everyone knows how to hacksaw something anyway, but I'll just tell you this. I've put a bit of paper over the chain simply because I do not want any metal filings going into the chain and screwing it up. So let's just get a little bit of a line going through there. Alright, let's go. Right, just into the last little bit now. I ended up having to put another bit of paper over the chain there because it was all coming down this way as well. Oh, whoop. Whey. Lovely jubbly. Right. Okay, so we'll just take some of the burrs off with my $2 shop file and we'll leave that paper on just for a sec. Last thing we want is getting cut up on this thing. Doesn't have to be perfect, just not cause any injuries. Lovely. Okay, I have run out of the little round grommety things that allow you to clamp something on there that the clamp is too big to go over. But I have found this, which is just stuff that I bought to hide wires, which I've never actually used in the rig. But I just cut off a piece there and I've just measured it here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to cut it that way for the same length as that. Then I'm going to cut it through there and a little bit off there. I'm going to run double-sided tape around this, and then I'm going to put this over that, and then try and put the clamp over that, and hopefully that'll work nicely. But we'll see, won't we? Oh yes, we will see. Right, chuck that up there. Now we've got to do the horizontal ones. Let's try and go with, what's that genky thing there? Let's get rid of that. Let's cut down through there without cutting my freaking fingers off. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yes, hospital visit, lovely. Right, now I might use scissors actually, just to give us a little bit of a thing off there. Through there, through there, through there. Ooh, that was a bit genky, wasn't it? Oh yes. And then maybe through there as well. Like so. A bit more perhaps. Let's try that. Right. So, we're going to put that on, and we want to close it. I need to get more off. Okay. Fair enough. Let's do a fair bit this time. No, not a fair bit, but just enough to bloody well do the job, right? Yeah. Alright, let's try that. That's better. See that? That's what we want. We want that to close around that properly. I'll whack the double-sided tape on that now. Got that here. Right. Oh. Right, put that in my pocket up here. Here's the double-sided tape. We'll go a bit there, like so. And then cut it right there. Get that there, there. Wait. Yeah, maybe go about there. Alright, this is pretty exciting stuff, so I'll get back to you. Okay, as you can see, it does not really want to stick, but once I have put that black stuff around it and then the clamp, we should be alright. So let's go and do that now. Now this red protective tape is a bastard to get off, so what I usually do there is grab another piece of tape and use that to rip it off, so we'll do that. Okay, it's just a bit of packing tape. Now let's go, usually in the corner is the best place to do it. That's gonna be a bastard. Doesn't want to come off. Alright. Okay, packing tape no good. Option 2, Gorilla tape. Let's try that. Yes, that's the go. So I have wasted countless minutes trying to get this stuff off with fingernails, and it's a bastard, mate. Oh my god. And then I just realised, why didn't you do that? See how much easier that is? And it even took the double-sided tape off. That's how good that Gorilla Grip is, and now it's fucked. Oh, great, I'm going to have to cut another piece for that, am I? Oh no, there we go, lovely. Let's put that on. It's all stretched. Oh well, whatever. As long as it works, who cares, right? Now let's take that off. Just go there. I'll clean all that up later. See if we can get this one off, eh? There we go. All right. Okay, now on with the black thing. Where did that go? Ah, pocket. Lovely. Right. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Here we bloody go. Now, what's the best way to do this? I think we just try and pull it apart and then go over. Liketh, soweth. Kind of thing. Yes. Ah, look at you. Eh? Aren't you nice? You look lovely. Oh. Yes. There, and then pushing, squeezing and pushing. Yes. Squeezing and pushing. Right. Ah, yes, that looks professional. Okay, here we go. Let's see if my little invention's going to work. I think it will. I think it'll work quite nicely. Yes. Alright, let's get that in there. Alright. Now we've got to close that. I've got to undo it a bit more. I don't know how well you can see that, guys. I've got this camera connected to a headband on my head. And, oh, there we go. Alright, now we'll tighten her up a bit. It's on a funny angle. Oh, no, that's alright. Tighten her up. Let's have a go at that. Get that nice and tight. A little bit better than that. Oh, yeah. Go, go, go. Keep going, keep going. Right, right. Nice, nice, nice. Yes. Now we'll go there. Oh, it was closed. Ah, interesting. Alright, so now we've got to... I had the little thing already closed, so that's needs to go up tighter, this bit there now. Right, let's get it right tight, eh? Who doesn't like it? Nice tightness. Yes. Now we'll close that. Ooh, that's not moving at all. Have a look at you. So, if you want it to come up and down, you just undo this little number and you go do a little bit of that manoeuvring there, see? There we go. Alright, now, for the big test, eh? Now, we're going to need the phone. Well, actually, first of all, before we stick the phone in there, let's make sure this is going to go in there and my feet aren't going to hit it before we put the phone in and then hit it with the feet and the phone drops out and I smashed my brand new phone. Oh, yes. I'm a seasoned wrecker of things, guys. That's experience there for you. Right. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a seat. Get out of the way. We're all right. Now, the phone doesn't stick out any further than that controller, so I'm happy with that, and I'm feeling safe enough that I'm going to put this phone in there, just, you know, as a tester kind of thing. There we go. Is it in? There it is. Now it's in. Cancel that. There's my picture of my beautiful boy, young Juno. Look at that. Perfect. Now, I don't know how well you can see where I am. These hands that you see in front of you, is that hand length from there to the screen is directly above where my bum sits on the seat. So for me, my handles are here, handlebars are there, hand grips are there, there's the controller. I can see it, and that's the main thing that I was concerned about. If it was over here and I was turning, I would lose track of the screen, etc. Not that I'm probably going to be looking at the screen a whole lot, because with the active track on, you can almost sort of set and forget it once it is tuned in properly. The active track, I mean. And then you just pedal, and then you're more concerned about your surroundings, etc., of where you're riding as opposed to where your drone is. You've got to build up over time some trust with the drone, and depending on where you are geographically and what's around you in terms of trees, power lines, buildings, etc., and, you know, marauding birds, flock of kamikaze galahs could really ruin your day in terms of a drone. So I'm very happy with that. So now I'll just move forward, and look how easy and quick that is, just to, you know, draw a box around yourself, play around with it a bit, get the drone in the right area. It's all there. Fucking lovely. Oh, yes. I'm not even going to take it for a spin, guys, in terms of... Because, look, I'm nowhere near it. It's bloody lovely. All right. Guys, here is the new merch. My new design, Off-Grid Mojo design, that I've shown you in previous uploads on a male, obviously a male, but a model, a mock-up model. And here's the real deal, guys. This is a 3XL because I am a very big and rotund lad. And that's the front there. They ended up looking really cool. I'm very happy with it. There's the back. There's the sides. And it's like a fade. That's my artwork, Fluid Art. Off-Grid Mojo on the front, Off-Grid on the front, Mojo on the back. And the link for my merch is down below. They come in red and pink at the moment, but if anyone's interested, I can do them in any colour that you like. Alright guys, ciao for now.